And welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. This morning we are watching and reacted to the Formula One Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the world title decider in Abu Dhabi. Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri, Max Verstappen. Verstappen on pole, Lando starting second, Piastri starting third. Lando finishes on the podium. Does not matter what Max or Oscar do. He is the world champion. Oscar needs a lot of help. Max needs a little bit of help. Let's see if there's a history awaits opener to this. Verstappen. No, there is not. Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. No, they did not. History awaits again, and they didn't even really do anything special for this one. Okay. There will be a world champion today. If Lando Norris just could keep it alive and stay on the podium, he is your world champion. If he wins the race, he's your world champion, but he's got to just stay on the podium. "58 laps between a champion and a loser. 58 laps at Yas Marina Circuit in Abu Dhabi. The tires today are the C5 soft, the C4 medium, and the C3 hard tire. And we will begin very soon in Abu Dhabi. The champion will be decided. We will have a world champion today. Well, it is the final race of the season, no matter what. Starting grid, starting 20th, Franco Colapinto. 19th, Pierre Gasly, both Alpines at the back. They've been dreadful this year. 18th, Hülkenberg. One podium. Albon 17th. Lewis Hamilton 16th. Lance Stroll 15th. Lewis Hamilton out in Q1 again this weekend. Kimi Antonelli starting 14th. Liam Lawson starting 13th. Starting 12th, Carlos Sainz on the podium last weekend. Nowhere near this weekend so far. Oli Behrman 11th, starting on the front half of the grid. 10th, Yuki Tsunoda out-qualified by the man taking his seat, Isaac Hadjar. Starting 8th, Esteban Ocon. Starting 7th, Gabriel Bortoleto. Starting 6th, Fernando Alonso. Starting 5th, Charles Leclerc. The second round or second row, Russell and Oscar Piastri. And up top, Lando Norris starting second, Max Verstappen on pole. The defending world champion has a pole start. To see if he can hold that. Lando's got to drop a couple of places, but Max Verstappen's in positive positioning to win the championship for a 5th straight year. Even though if you're Max, right now, Lando would still be the champion. If 58 laps time, you're in the same places, or he overtakes you. Oscar Piastri, he needs a lot more help of the the most help of all the championship contenders. Lando Norris, even though he's sitting second right now, he is still in the catbird seat. He has to have a horrible turn one. Knowing Lando, he's horrible at race starts. So this is the bad part for him. George Russell could either dive bomb him, Oscar could dive bomb him, or Max and push Lando wide. So again, yes, 58 laps to save it. But if you're Lando Norris, you want to stay safe from getting dive bombed while also not losing a top 3 positioning. Also, strategy screw-ups and pit stops can deal with that. Does he go and try to take P1 from Max and pay back Max for how Max has treated him throughout the year? I'm not saying badly. It's Grand Prix. It's motor racing, but Lando's had lost a lot of P1 pole starts to Max at the first turn. So, of course, we'll have the formation lap. They're going to be on their way. And here we go. The formation lap begins. And soon we'll have 5 lights and 58 laps, and we'll have a world champion. Right now, that would be Lando Norris, but we got 58 laps to decide that. One-stop strategy, most likely today, a medium, then hard stint, or a hard stint to a soft stint. Now, knowing McLaren, they could turn that medium stint to a medium and soft stint, but we'll see if they go normal and try not to completely screw things up, or either way, championship battle. Lando Norris, 408 points, first place. Max Verstappen, 396, second place. Piastri, 392 in third place. Fastest pit stop of the year was McLaren, 1.91 seconds in Italy, round 16. Yas Marina Circuit. Abu Dhabi, fans have traveled for 105 different countries for the 2025 season finale. Well, they got to see a world title be decided. Drivers. The world constructors title's been known since September. Either way. Formation lap. So, again, it depends on what you want to see if you are Max or Lando. If you're Lando, do you go for it? Or do you try to keep yourself safe from chaos on turn 1? If he keeps himself too safe, he gets overtaken or pushed wide. If he plays it too hard, Max might just punt him off track. And, well, I don't know. If he DNFs, it doesn't matter if it's a 10-second penalty. Max is the champion. Well. Then we could delve into if Lando DNFs and Max gets a penalty for punting him off track, what that could mean for Oscar Piastri. But, again, we're going to find out very quickly what is Lando going to do. Keep himself on the podium, have a safe start, and either bite him in the ass or not, or we'll see. We'll see. And teams are lining up on the grid. And I see the safety car right there. One more start to 2025 season. And here come the Alpines. Jesus Christ. It's fitting they finish or start the final Grand Prix at like 19 and 20. My God, Alpine's cars are horrible. Maybe it's a good thing they're going to the Mercedes engines, you know? Maybe it's a good thing. Either way, it might be. Either way, safety car pulls in behind and 5 lights. We have our final Grand Prix beginning. 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's lights out and away we go. In Abu Dhabi, and Lando Norris, he might pull forward, but he's still in second place. Oscar Piastri in behind. Lando Norris has a pretty safe start. Max, Lando, Oscar, top 3. As is. Safe start, good choice. I thought Lando was going to get him on that start, but that was probably the cleanest start Lando's had all season. Either that or Baku. Or was it Singapore? Right now, looking good. Keep that going. Now, of course, it could be up to McLaren to screw up the strategy and all. Leclerc up to 4. If he gets over... Oh, Leclerc was already at 4. Okay. I was like, okay. Both McLarens go wide. And Oscar Piastri pushes ahead of Lando. Lando's in third now. 1 lap down, and Lando Norris is in third place. Oh, no. Right now, that would still be a world championship for Lando Norris, but that's not where you really want to be. Second lap. Oscar Piastri gets ahead of Lando. And now it's Max, Oscar, and Lando. Right now, Lando would be the world champion. Leclerc hot in his tail. Alonso in 5th. Russell in 6th. Bortoleto in 7th. Hajar in 8th. Ocon in 9th. Tsunoda in 10th. Right now, Lando would win the title by 2 points in 3rd place. He's just got to defend hard from Leclerc, frankly. This is going to be something. Charles Leclerc, 0.5 seconds behind Lando. 2 laps in. Lando is 2.33 behind Verstappen. Piastri's 1.5. So Lando's a second behind Oscar at this point. Well, yeah, the person on pole wins the race normally here. I just want, well, if Lando's on the podium, that means either way. That'd be crazy. If Max Verstappen wins the Grand Prix, he will have more Grand Prix wins than either Oscar or Lando. He will have the most Grand Prix wins this season. And he'll still not be the champion. That's what happens when you get a freaking 10-second penalty in Spain for knocking into George Russell. Not that, either way, Max Verstappen, fastest lap. No surprise there, yeah? No surprise. Lando. Piastri's on the hard tire. That's interesting. Piastri overtook Lando on the hard tire. Russell, check the brakes. My pedal's going long. Lando's in 3rd place. Leclerc chasing Lando. Alex Palou's rooting for Max Verstappen. That's fitting. They're both dominant drivers. Of course he would. Hamilton-Albon incident, leaving the track and gaining advantage noted on Hamilton. Resume. Lando Norris. Verstappen's amazing in Sector 3 here. Lando is 1.2 behind Piastri. He is 0.647 seconds ahead of Leclerc. Charles, I swear to God, don't do it to me. Charles, I mean, don't do it to my other favorite guy. You ain't got shit to drive for. Why are you doing this? And overtaken by Russell is Fernando Alonso. Russell overtakes Fernando Alonso. Russell in 5th. Oh, no. Well, that's good. That's not good. 1.2 seconds behind Piastri is Lando. Leclerc's 0.5 seconds behind Lando. He's got to keep defending. This is not good. Lap 5. Lando, radio. We're happy with this as long as you're comfortable. This will be plan a target lap. Okay, get fast, Lando. Come on. Fast. It seems like he is pulling away from Leclerc now. Seems like he's pulling away now. Okay. All right. He's got him just under a second. Now over a second ahead or behind. Come on, Lando. That doesn't exactly look like a big gap, all things considered, but okay. It really doesn't. Lap 5, it really doesn't look like a big gap. Alonso DRS train inbound. Lando loses position on turn, not turn 1, but like turn 5. Lando defended pretty well. And then Oscar caught up to him. It wasn't an instant loss of position for Lando. And now the Lyco begins. So far, Lando's still in third place. He's about 0.7 seconds behind or in front of Leclerc. That's when Oscar overtook. I don't know if they let him do that to protect, but either way. Let's go, Lando. Lando is okay. Let's go, Lando. He is here to stay. Lando's in third place, 6 laps in, 886 behind Lando Norris. Now he's on to lap 7. This is good, Max. We may wish to go longer, so just keep on top. I guess they're talking about tire stints there. Gasly-Hülkenberg incident, turn 5 collision, noted. Doesn't look like anybody's under investigation yet. Lando's ahead by 0.8 seconds ahead of Leclerc. 1.192. Lando's behind Piastri. Piastri 2.3 seconds behind Verstappen. I mean, I'm not mad about it yet. 7 laps. Lando's getting... He's letting Leclerc get close. Lando, you should listen to Chael Sonnen. I can't let you get close. I can't let you get close. I can't let you get close. Wow, Chael Sonnen referenced during the F1 Grand Prix. When has that ever happened? When has that ever happened? With that being said, as of now, Lando would be on the podium and he would be the world champion. I don't know if he's choking or if McLaren wants this to be the way it is, but he's bobbing and weaving like Muhammad Ali. We've asked Oscar to pick up the pace a little bit. Is this strategy may bite you in the ass? Lando is third after lap 8. 50 laps to go. He is world champion with 50 laps to go. But again, early. I think McLaren might just get their ass bit by their own strategy. Hülkenberg in the pit, down to 20th. I know the podium was cool, but do you really want to keep him, Audi? Do you really want to keep him? Okay. Piastri, radio. Let's see if we can start putting Verstappen under pressure. Lando is 4.4 seconds ahead of Leclerc. Of course, if Lando lost his title, it would be Charles Leclerc getting in front of him, wouldn't it? Because, of course, it's like the one time I don't want Ferrari to perform, they perform. Charles, don't do this to me. Charles, you're the guy who made the meme, Lando. We could be world champion, I said, and you're going to screw him? Charles. Calm the hell down, Charles. I thought you wanted Lando to be world champion. Calm down, Charles. I ask you this. Calm down. Calma. Oh, Lando's ahead by a second now. How long is that going to last? Hamilton in the pit. Albon in the pit as well. Let's go, Lando. Lando is okay. Nine laps. It's crazy. Lando. What Lyco bullshit. Verstappen has started graining on his right front tire, they tell Piastri. There is no way their strategy was to have Norris one spot away from losing position with a Ferrari on his ass. But it may be. But still, there's no way. There's no way. Third place, Lando. I can understand why they call him last lap Lando, because he certainly isn't first lap Lando. No. Last lap Lando. Lando ahead. Just gap him. Add some more seconds to the gap, my man. Step on that gas. Step on the gas, okay? Step on the gas. Now step on the gas. Step on the brakes. Step on the brakes. Yeah. Step on the gas. Oh, yeah, there you go. A Parappa reference. Wow. We're just knocking them all out here, aren't we? Lap 10. Hülkenberg has the fastest lap. What the hell? Okay, that's why Audi kept him, I guess. Okay. Okay. All right. You sure? Somebody's stopwatch must be broken. Hülkenberg with the fastest lap? Shit. Okay. Okay. Lando is 1.8 seconds behind Piastri and a second ahead of Leclerc. Why did they think it was a good idea to let him have a Ferrari on his ass? Lawson-Behrman incident, turn driving erratically. We think Verstappen's graining has started. Your tires look in better condition than his. Yeah, they better. You're McLaren, you dumbass. Whoever, Lando's race engineer is a fucking dunce. Lando's race engineer is a dunce. Dude, y'all built the car that has metal tires, indestructible tires, and you're like, well, your tires look better than Verstappen's. I better slap you at the back of the head. Are you an idiot? You're supposed to have an engineering degree. Will, I think it's Will Joseph. Will, you're supposed to have an engineering degree. I didn't go to college and I could figure out that your car has indestructible tires, and you said, but Verstappen, your tires look better than Verstappen's. Yeah, dumb shit. That's how it should be. I'd be worried if they weren't. Yeah, dumb shit. You went to college for that? Shit. I ain't good at math, but I can figure out when your car has indestructible tires. I don't know. Maybe the guy who doesn't drive a McLaren has tires that are graining quicker than a McLaren's, you idiot. Dear God. Then again, you're the team that didn't pit under a safety car, so what the hell do I know? Idiots. Idiots. With that being said, they told Lando to have a Ferrari on his ass, didn't they? Idiots. They did, didn't they? Yeah, I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did. What? That's the stupidest. Lando is 2.3 behind Piastri. He's still a world champion right now. So Ferrari and Merc not fast enough. It's up to pit stops now. Lando might be comfortable, but I'm not with the current gap. Yeah, I agree with that. 13th lap. I'm not comfortable. Lando takes the far side, and Charles does as well. I'm not comfortable with his gap. Lando's getting it closer to 2 seconds, but is Ferrari Lycoing now? Are they doing that? Did they just start lifting and coasting again? Okay. All right, so Lando's in third right now. My graining's definitely picking up, says Lando, of course. Of course, his engineer's like, oh, your tires look better than Verstappen's on a car that has indestructible tires. And now he's graining. These engineers don't know shit. You went to college for this, and I can understand this better than you, and I didn't go to college. If I did, it probably would have been Mississippi State, which has a good engineering program, but either way. That's an indictment on you. Either one. Lando right now is the world champion, but Leclerc's on his ass. He's starting to gain a little bit of a gap there, but I don't know. I'm not comfortable. 14th lap. Of course, if there was somebody who was going to take the world title from Lando, it would have been Charles Leclerc. My other favorite driver. Because it's always shit luck for me, right? For the one time I don't want Ferrari to perform, they perform. My luck, right?
Yep.
Lawson and Behrman under investigation. Let's see what the FIA does to them. Haas is 8th in the Constructors' Championship with 2 points. Ocon in the points. Behrman not. And he's probably going to get a penalty. I don't know. We'll see. Piastri, and 5-second time penalty for Liam Lawson of the V-Carb. So he gets a 5-second time penalty for driving erratically. Can I see a replay of what the hell he did?
How do you drive erratically? How
Track
is that
limits?
even a thing? Oh, okay.
And I guess making somebody...
There shouldn't be any limits. You should be able to race how
Curbs.
you need to race. It doesn't matter if you can handle it. That's why it's hard to win.
Yeah, the FIA does make it artificially harder to win.
When you put limits on somebody, you limit on how they can win. Jeez.
They're going to put Russell into the pits. Mercedes. Hadjar in 8th. Is he? And I'm thinking Lawson's in the pits. No, Hadjar. What? What? The guy who has the penalty doesn't go into the pit, but the guy who does. Okay, well, that's a choice. That's a choice. I would have the guy who needs to serve the penalty in the pit lane before. Okay, that's a choice. It's a choice.
I get the pit speed because there's people around, but other than that, you should be able to do what you need to do.
Yeah. If they didn't have you pit limiter, that would be crazy. Like,
well, yeah, you gotta have that for that safety. But
yeah.
if a driver wants to try to push the edge,
yeah,
that's what it's about. That's how you win.
Yeah.
That's how you're a better driver. If everybody has to go the same speed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Reminds me of like go-kart track. Once you get ahead, unless you nobody can catch you because all the go-karts.
I mean, that's pretty much how this regulations era has been.
All the go-karts go the same speed.
Well, it's not about the speed. It's more about the fact these cars are so big.
No, I'm using an analogy.
No, I get what you're saying, but I was saying, like, that's kind of how this regulations era has been. If you get out to a lead, it's hard to catch up. On-track racing has not been good for the past.
I don't care how good a driver you are if you're behind far enough.
That's a cool tunnel. The pit lane tunnel at Yas Marina, that's cool. Yeah, this is the... Well, there were multiple tracks in the movie, but this is...
It's coming out on Apple.
Yep, next weekend, I think.
You gonna watch it again?
Probably. And keep building this lap on Leclerc. It gives us choices. Why did you let a Ferrari get on his ass in the first place? McLaren, you idiots. There is a lot of these strategists, I've come to realize a lot of these F1 strategists don't know shit about shit. They don't know shit from Shinola. The engineers, the strategists, they don't know shit from Shinola.
Yeah, they're making good money. Must be nice.
And Lando is pit. What have you done? Oh, Leclerc pit too. Okay, I was like, you motherfuckers, what have you done? I was like, what have you done?
What if he didn't?
Well, he would have been screwed.
Did he have to?
Well, you have to have at least one stop per race.
What if he looked like he was going to pit and then didn't?
That would have been.
Did Lando think he was going to pit? Or did he hear something? Did they overhear that he's going to pit? That's why you shouldn't be able to hear people's radio.
They probably overheard, but they could have still. There have been people to say something and faint.
Yeah, there could be a key word meaning I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like signs in baseball.
So right now, Lando Norris is in 9th. Now, Ocon, Tsunoda, Lawson, Stroll, Sainz, and Antonelli all have to pit. So Lando should be back in the top 3.
Yeah.
He should be.
That's so weird. That's why you shouldn't have to pit. You should be able to take your
That's
time.
what I'm saying. Yeah, like if you have a car that has indestructible tires and you can go for 58 laps.
Let's not say indestructible.
Well, I'm saying they don't wear too much.
Say you drive it a little bit different because you're a good racer.
Yeah.
You watch the corners. You don't run over every goddamn thing.
Yeah.
And you can go without changing tires.
Yeah.
And you want to, you should be able to.
I agree. But as I was saying, the way McLaren builds their car, at least the past couple of years, their tires degrade a lot less because the way their floor is built compared to other teams.
Well, then why wouldn't other teams build theirs that way?
Because they haven't figured it out.
How do you
like
not
McLaren,
figure it out?
like
You can go on
McLaren.
the internet and figure it out. You know they're doing it.
I'm surprised they haven't figured it out, honestly.
You mean it's that big a secret?
Maybe they actually don't know nothing. If that's not moving under braking, I don't know what
Keep
is.
a secret.
He literally as a braked, he moved. So Leclerc might get a. Hey, Lando's up a place. Well, that's a good thing. That helps when people pit.
Yep.
Back up to 8th for Lando Norris.
He's went up 3.
That was 1.
I thought he was 11.
No, he was.
Oh, my bad. I thought you said 11.
He was still in the points the whole
You got to
time.
be a bad driver for him to get around you. What are you doing?
Well, that's the second time he's overtaken Kimi in 2 weeks. And I think he just overtook Sainz as well, his former teammate. Up to 7th is Lando Norris. What a drive.
How?
That's 2 overtakes. Well, he's right. He was right there on his ass. McLaren is the fastest car.
Well, how did he? That's what I don't understand. If they're ahead, what? I don't know.
But again, if your team has the fastest car and you're up against a Mercedes and a Williams, you probably should overtake them if you're right on their ass, which he was.
Right.
And that's why there's a Constructors' Championship. It's open formula. It's not like IndyCar where it's the same car and maybe some teams have a Chevrolet engine over a Honda engine.
I got you, but if I had a car, it would be the fastest one out there, or I wouldn't even own it.
You're looking at this from a stock car point of view. Like every NASCAR car has the same ability to go.
No, I know they have to have the same.
Yeah. Open formula, and he might just overtake Alonso or Stroll. Well, that makes more sense. Lando Norris is overtaking Lance Stroll, and he's overtaking Liam Lawson. Lando's in 5th. Well, shit, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Shit, Lando. Well, he definitely wanted to get ahead. Okay, Liam Lawson is now. Lando's back ahead.
Yeah, got to be careful.
Yeah.
With what he's doing. All it takes is one rub. Somebody be mad and take him out. Now they could do that too.
Yeah. Now, the good thing about everybody having behind him not pitting yet is that helps Lando once people pit to even be closer to the top 3 and his gap to be better. Because this race should be a one-stopper. It should be. So he stopped already. And knowing how McLaren's tires are, he shouldn't have to stop again.
You're going to keep jinxing it, keep saying it.
What, you think I'm a jinx too?
No, I don't think you're a jinx. You keep saying it, and as soon as you say it again, the fucking tire's going to blow out. You didn't do it. Jinx is not real. My point is when you think, I've seen a lot of sports, man, I'm thinking that can't happen. That's when I call something and you go, wow, how did he call that?
Lando is 3 seconds behind Yuki Tsunoda. And Leclerc's up in 6th. Lando's on hard tire. Leclerc is 1.6 behind Lando.
Does 1, 2, or 3 have to pit?
Piastri and Verstappen have to pit.
Oh, so he could get back to 2nd or 1st.
He should. With that run he made, yeah. Liam Lawson, turn 6 incident involving Liam Lawson and Lance Stroll noted. And Liam Lawson's already on a 5-second penalty when he pits.
Well, you might as well just stay there then and get out and enjoy the race. Get a glass of champagne. Have some caviar.
Yuki Tsunoda and Lando Norris battle in 4 laps. Yuki Tsunoda, who will not be on the grid next year, is ahead of Lando Norris for a little bit at least. Whether that means Yuki will be an IndyCar when he's not being the test and reserve driver, or he's just the test and reserve driver.
What did Gasly start out at? 32nd?
Gasly started 19th.
And he's in 9th. That's Gasly. He's in 19th. That's Gasly.
I'm surprised you remembered his name.
Because you can't, when you say something, that's Gasly. That's a play on words.
Yeah.
It's
like the
terrible,
one person I
terrible.
didn't think, there's like one person I didn't think he'd remember the name of. It was Pierre Gasly.
You can't miss his name because Gasly means not good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good point. And Alpine is definitely Gasly, at least this year.
He's driving Gasly.
Well, it's because it's in a shit car or a Gasly car.
Then why is it out there? What's the chance of it ever winning? It's not. Everybody would have to crash.
Well, I mean, that
If
could
it's
happen.
that bad, why are you racing? What is the point? Why throw money down a rat hole that you're never going to win?
Flavio's the egotistical son of a bitch.
Okay, well,
That's about
he's
it.
got plenty of money to waste.
Yeah.
I mean, the fuel's got to be no telling how much. Or these are electric, ain't it?
No, these, well, they're 50-50. They're hybrid. Well, at least next year. They don't completely, there's a Formula E, which it's completely electric. That's also done by the FIA. That's open wheel. Just started this weekend, the new season of that.
This is a good dog from Back to the Future to hook up the battery, because this sucks.
1.21 gigawatts. Lando. 1.21 gigawatts. 1.2. I mean, he's getting up to Sonoda. Come on, Lando. The only way you're a champion is if you get ahead of Yuki Tsunoda. If you can't get ahead of Yuki Tsunoda, you're not a champion. I'm sorry. We've already had this discussion a couple of weeks ago when he couldn't get past him in Singapore. It was Baku, my bad, Baku. If you can't get past Yuki Tsunoda, you're not a champion, especially in Formula One. He might do just fine in IndyCar, Yuki. Leclerc's only 1.4 seconds behind Norris. I can't believe Yuki Tsunoda's in the position to be a Checo Perez. I swear, man. This is... I think Lando's going to get him, but quick enough to get Leclerc in there as well. Give Leclerc a slipstream. I don't know. 24 laps. Yeah, no, Lando's cutting his ass. He's on him right now. Yuki Tsunoda's yet to pit, so Lando will be third no matter what, but Lando's on his ass right now.
Yeah, if trying to pass, don't.
Oh, shit.
Be careful.
Why did he do that on the outside, Lando?
Is that going to be a penalty or something?
Knowing the FIA, they might just do it. I don't think he overtook track limits, but he was on the curb. Like, was that passing off the track? And let's see how much Red Bull... If Horner was there, he'd be kicking up a storm. Verstappen's going to pit. If Horner was still the team principal, he'd be kicking up a storm. Mekies, I'm not sure. Mekies seems like a cool guy compared to Horner. Or at least a nicer guy. Piastri's a new race leader. Verstappen is still going to be out ahead of Lando Norris. Oh, wait, no, there's a tunnel. I forgot. That is a long pit exit. He might just catch... I don't know. You got clear air. Let's see how this tire recovers. Lando is still... But Lando's in the top three again. But Verstappen would have to win the race for Lando to not be world champion. So right now, he also has the fact that he's right behind him.
Thought you said if he gets it by third, he wins.
If Lando's on the podium, even if Max won, Lando would be the winner.
Okay. That's
But what my point was is Lando just got back into third place onto the podium.
Yeah.
If Lando was fourth place, but
okay.
Max was second,
Okay.
he'd still be the champion.
Okay.
My point is Verstappen has to win. Turn 5 incident involving cars 22 and 4 noted. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no.
What?
I don't know if that means...
It said 22 and 4.
That means Tsunoda and Lando.
Oh.
Yuki was literally weaving. Lando had no choice but to go off. I mean, Yuki was weaving on him. In theory, that shouldn't be a penalty, but God only knows what they're going to decide. I don't think that's a penalty because Yuki was weaving like a freaking drunkard after 20 beers. That's not a penalty to me. If you're going to force somebody off track to force to make the overtake,
what you think, it's what these idiots think.
I know, but I'm saying, in theory, if you're weaving like a drunkard and you force somebody, forcing another driver off the track, noted. Okay, so that's on Tsunoda. That's on Tsunoda.
Yeah, I mean, you would think they would err in this guy's, he's like the.
Yeah.
You should always give him the
benefit of the doubt.
Well, he's earned it. Not that it's fair, but it's just
what that says. If it's forcing another driver off track, that's what Tsunoda did.
Well, yeah.
He forced Lando off the track. So, penalty would probably come to Tsunoda. Leaving the track and gaining advantage under investigation. Are you kidding me? So they're both under investigation.
That's what I was telling you. Overtaking shit, you got to be careful. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Exclamation. What did Norris start out at?
He started out at second.
How did he? Was it a bad takeoff?
No, Piastri caught up to him and overtook him. Like, it wasn't a bad start. It was like later on the first lap where Piastri got ahead of him. So.
Well, why don't they have the same? Is both their cars the same?
Well, they're both going for both their cars are the same, but they're both going for the championship, and arguably.
So the top three don't have to pit again.
No, Piastri has not pitted. Verstappen has. Lando has. So Piastri has to.
He could get into second.
Yeah.
Maybe, depending.
Before the penalty, if there's no penalty.
Well, the penalty is going to jack it all up.
Exactly. Which means he'd have to pit again, or they could just add at the end of the race. But oh shit!
I don't know what takes so long. You either know what you did or didn't do.
Lando's got another fastest. He has the fastest lap. He did get forced off the track, but he overtook off the track. So I say it's a racing incident, but.
Well, I think it's stupid that's not all part of the track. Who cares? That's what I'm saying. They don't let them race.
Yeah. 21 seconds average time loss on pit stops without a safety car.
Yeah,
Lando.
if you went way over there, that's different. But I don't know. I got a problem with some of the rules.
I agree. Lap 30. Russell about to get ahead of Tsunoda. And Russell's ahead of Tsunoda. 5-second time penalty for Yuki Tsunoda. More than one change of direction for Tsunoda. 5-second time penalty. Let's see what they decide for Lando. Just because Tsunoda got a penalty, well, no further action for Lando Norris. No penalty. No penalty on Lando.
Yeah, that.
Because, I mean, he got pushed off the track. Good decision, but Tsunoda does get a 5-second penalty. So Lando is the champion as it stands and no penalty worry. Jesus Christ. I mean, that was pretty obvious the whole way, but hell do I know? No further action's the correct decision. Come on, Lando. Lando is 4.6 seconds behind Verstappen. And now we can go for him. It doesn't matter. Lando's still the world champion right now. 31 laps.
Right.
But he can go for him if he wants to. He shouldn't have to pit for the rest of the race. So, my God, that was the scariest 20 minutes. Or how?
I'm just saying, if I'm winning and I'm going to win, I'm not getting around nobody because of that kind of shit right there. You rub tires. If you're going to win, just take the easy one. Take the nail down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Which I guess third place technically is a kneel down at this point.
That's fine. If he's going to win, it don't matter.
Black and white flag for Kimi Antonelli for track limits. See what I mean? Hamilton gets track limits as well. Why do I feel like if I did get F1 video game on a PlayStation and got the wheel, that you'd play it too?
Oh, I'd try it. I wouldn't be any good, but I would like to try it.
15 points for Lando. As it stands, he's the world champion. Verstappen down to 414. Piastri up to 417 as it stands. My God. Just don't beach it. Just don't beach it. Damn it.
Anything can happen.
Yep. 4 gear. I like how, like, on the screen it has the gear and all the other things. Don't money shift it. How about you go money shift it to the wall? We've been given a 5-second time penalty for moving twice on the defense with Norris. And Yuki's surprised about the penalty. Is he going to start cursing? 32 laps. How about you money shift into the wall, damn it. Downshifting while accelerating. Money shifts into the wall. But then again, none of these guys are as stupid as Kyle Larson, right? Seriously, how do you as a racing driver downshift while accelerating? Even paddle shifting. And then he got crashed out because dumbass had to. That's a good way to cause it oversteer and spin out while getting crashed. Also, on an oval track. I'm talking about Kyle Larson at IndyCar at the Indy 500. He was accelerating and downshifting at the same time. And also, Indy cars do have the same paddle shift that a Formula One car has, for the most part. Because, I mean, if you look at an Indy car, it's very similar to a Formula One car or a Formula car. Especially when you look at the McLaren and Indy car, it looks really alike. Vamos Pato. Forged t-shirt, when's the CPL going to get a big sponsor like Adidas and Puma? God only knows, but they're turning to a Hummel kit next year, the CPL. I don't know if I have to size up that way either.
What took so long?
5-second penalty.
Oh, he had to wait.
Yeah.
It would have been 2 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Antonelli in the pit. I'm sure. I think you have to go Puma before Adidas first if you're a league like the CPL, though. Of course, they're not Macron kits anymore. Next year, they're going to become Hummel kits. Makes me wonder what Forge is going to do for the CCL next year, because normally, or Champs Cup, because normally Forge has worn their previous season's jerseys in Champions Cup.
Cool.
They haven't brought out their new kits for Champions Cup, but Calvary have. Ottawa, not sure. They're new. Vancouver FC, not sure. They haven't done it before. But Forge have never got their new kits for the Champions Cup. So, but Hummel probably would force them to because it's a new kit manufacturer. So I'm interested to see how that'll go. Because Forge is in the Champions Cup. You're already wearing the Forge jersey you're wearing on Tuesday for the draw. Yeah, but I'm going to put on the suit jacket again because it's the draw. So, I mean, at least the thumbnails look different for both these reviews. See? I thought ahead. Oh, yeah, Miami won the MLS Cup 3-1.
Yeah, I saw that.
Messi got 2 assists. Vancouver lost. They're still under Toronto's boot. You love to see it.
Messi's got a drink at Walmart.
Yeah, Moss.
Yeah.
Are they going to have Lando pit again?
Why?
That makes no sense. Because I saw the pit crew around the tires that had Lando's name on it. Unless they just pick up any tire now. I don't. But you got to be kidding me. They're gonna do this. Are you kidding me? Have you lost your ever-loving mind? Please tell me they're just using... God only knows. Lando Norris. Radio. 5 seconds behind Verstappen is Lando Norris. Yet to pit is Oscar Piastri. Unless they were just grabbing any tires they could when they do pit him. Lando, 5 seconds behind Leclerc. 36 laps. McLaren can't be this stupid. They cannot be this stupid if they're going to try to pit Lando a second time. They can't be that stupid. Albon incident, speeding in the pit lane. Alex Albon noted for speeding in the pit lane. Well, that's a locked-on penalty, right? He's in 20th. It doesn't matter. How's this tire now? The rear's starting to get a bit worse, Piastri says. $20 laps, well, 21 laps to go. Pit window, 39 to 45 on hards. Okay, I'm honestly surprised that, well, Abu Dhabi must be hot as shit, even in December, because I'm surprised the tires are acting like normal on a McLaren. I'm surprised because the pit window's lap 39 to 45 on hards and Piastri's on a hard tire. I'm surprised, really. Maybe worse. I could see why Qatar was even worse. Just because you build your car to be indestructible tires doesn't mean they're always indestructible. Either way. Okay, they're going to Oscar's tires. Or maybe they're just standing there. Max Verstappen with the fastest lap. I wonder who's going to win the fastest lap award this season. I think Piastri and Lando are tied on fastest laps. Hold on. In the season, because if you have the most fastest laps in a season, you can win the fastest lap award. Not that it matters. 6 fastest laps for Piastri. For Lando, it is 6 fastest lap. And then for Verstappen, it is 3 fastest lap. I know George and Kimmy got a couple. So Lando and Oscar are tied on 6. Even if Verstappen got it, that'd be 4. So that's like second fastest laps. Albon under investigation for speeding in the pit lane. I mean, that's open and shut, right? Like, there's no way he's not going to get away with a penalty without that. He sped in the pit lane. Yep, 5-second time penalty. And he's already in 20th, so who gives a shit, frankly.
Right.
I mean, I like Alex, but you know, I mean, that's something. Either way. Not all 4 tires, though. I need a Lando Norris win today, or at least Lando Norris winning the world title, and I need the Pittsburgh Steelers beating the Baltimore Ravens today.
What time's that game?
1 or
Is it
12.
on TV?
I'm not sure, but it's on Red Zone. Even if it's not on CBS.
You got that?
Yeah, it's on YouTube TV.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now the SF25 can overtake. Are you kidding me? Why? Ooh. Esteban Ocon overtook Bortoletu. Okay. Lando is and Leclerc is pit. So now Russell's up to 4th. George, savior of the merciless. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. Russell's ahead of Leclerc, 25 seconds behind Lando Norris. How about you just drive this one out now? How about it? Drive it out. What the hell are you doing? They're going to box Lando. Have you lost your damn mind? They've actually lost their mind. All they had to do was drive it out, and they're going to box him.
Why would they? Why would you?
You've lost your damn mind.
You don't want him to win? Is something wrong?
I think they were doing a 2-stop strategy. If he comes out ahead of Russell, he's still fine. You've lost your damn mind. You've lost the plot. I think they've actually lost the plot. And Verstappen's ahead of Piastri. And Lando Norris is still in 3rd place. Okay, good. Right now, he'd still be the champion. He's 4 seconds behind Russell, or ahead of Russell. 29 seconds behind Piastri. Oh my God, they've lost their mind. Oh my God. 41 laps to go. Oh my. I mean, they stopped to pit Oscar. They do. Which means Lando would be 2nd. But oh my God. Well, Lando's still in 3rd place. That's the good news. And Oscar Piastri's in the pit lane. Lando Norris will be ahead of Oscar Piastri. Well, I don't know, actually. Unless he has a slow stop, he might not be. It's possible Lando's still in 3rd. 2.2 second pit stop for Piastri. If it's under 27 seconds, 2 seconds ahead or behind of Verstappen. Four seconds for Lando. Right now, Norris would be the world champion. Piastri's 24 seconds. Sure about that? Oh, he's 24 seconds behind Verstappen. Lando's 4 seconds behind Piastri. Okay. All right, 42 seconds. But right now, Lando will be the world champion as long as he holds on. All right. It's a choice, but it's something. Good job, Piastri. 4 seconds behind Piastri is Lando. Russell is 5 seconds, or, well, now Leclerc's 5 seconds behind Lando. Right now, it has worked to perfection for McLaren. Their strategy has worked to perfection here. Lando is laps away from being world champion. He's 4 seconds behind Piastri. And we'll see if Lando catches up to Piastri. They put Piastri on medium tires. Verstappen is pit. Okay. Right now, just hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. So Lando is 4 seconds. Lando is 4 seconds behind Piastri. So right now, Lando will be the champion in 3rd place. Verstappen in 1st. They pit Piastri after they pit Lando. And it worked out to perfection. Leclerc is 5 seconds behind Lando. Let's see if Lando chases down Piastri for safety, per se. 44th lap. Lando on new tires should not be caught up by Leclerc. He shouldn't be.
Verstappen, was he number 1?
Verstappen was on pole to start,
okay.
yeah.
All right, well.
But right now, with a 1, 2, 3, 3rd place, Lando would be the champion. Verstappen radio, he's going to be 1.5 seconds quicker than you every lap. I'll keep you posted.
Why would he be that fast?
We'll have to catch him up. He needs to be 1.5 faster. Piastri
okay.
needs to catch up.
I got you.
Doesn't really matter at this point as long as Lando finishes 3rd.
Yeah, but that sounds like pretty hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, with like 14 laps left.
Well, what they do, divide that by that, and that tells them 1.5 seconds, which is still hard to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because a regular lap takes what?
1.130.
So how are you going to be 1.5 seconds under that?
I mean,
every lap. That's hard to
do.
do.
Yeah, well, what's left, yeah. And Lando would have to do even more. But I think they were talking about Piastri.
I'm talking about behind a bad driver, no. But he's been getting a couple track fastest laps, so he's not a bad driver.
What's the picture in front? How do I win this race? So Verstappen's on your pit stop window. He's doing 27.9. Like they're going to pit Verstappen again. I'd be shocked if they did.
They don't have to, right?
No.
Why would they do that?
Well, McLaren did a 2-stopper.
Yeah, but why do that unless something's wrong? I mean,
exactly.
It seems like they're trying to.
Because the only way Verstappen wins the world title is if Leclerc overtakes Norris and Verstappen finishes 1st.
Yeah.
That's it. Why would he pit at this point? Why?
And if they tell him to, don't mean he has to.
No.
Or is that a penalty?
No, we could tell them to screw off.
Okay.
We could tell them to screw off.
I know how delicate the rules are, so I didn't know if you could.
Well, I mean, I wanted Miami to win the MLS Cup. I'm not sorry for Vancouver. I wanted Miami to win the MLS Cup just because I predicted Vancouver to win. Maybe I jinxed them. Maybe I know my powers.
Did the Canadians beat Toronto Maple Leafs?
Yeah, they lost in the shootout, the Leafs, but it's a Canadian team versus Canadian team.
No, I just was wondering.
Yeah, the Leafs lost in the shootout. 3 straight wins, then they lose in the shootout. Our luck, right? Either way.
Damn. 423 to 421. Dang.
Leclerc has the fastest lap. 47 laps. But maybe
better watch out.
I don't think Leclerc's gonna get him. Oh, his plank is sparking. Lyco. If Verstappen pits now, Piastri would still be 1.2 seconds behind Verstappen.
Dang.
But again, why would you do that?
I don't know unless something's wrong.
Well, yeah, I know, but
And you can't hear everything. That's
Unless
the
you
unfortunate
well, that's the
part.
good part about having F1 TV on Apple TV next year. You can listen to everything and look at the radios and the onboards if you want to watch that way, because F1 TV will be free with Apple TV. So you can watch the onboards and
Wait
the
to
radios.
see if they go up in price. Again, everybody is.
But so you can listen to what they're saying, but I don't understand why they, knowing what Verstappen needs and it's only 10 laps away from being over, I don't understand why they would pit him right now, even if he'd be a second ahead coming out of the pits. That takes a
Yeah,
1 second slower
could
stop.
happen.
Exactly.
Anything could happen.
Exactly. So why?
They could run somebody over. How do you don't know? The jack
Yeah.
may fail. Who knows?
Yeah. Oh, how I know Aaron Rodgers is going to place Mike Tomlin's job in jeopardy. The Pittsburgh Steelers are not going to fire Coach Mike Tomlin, but they have a significant decision to make early next year. Oh, you really want me to talk about the Steelers right now? Okay. Mike Tomlin should have been fired last year. This isn't Aaron Rodgers' fault. This is Mike Tomlin's fault. He's a horrible coach. He got given a legendary defense and a good Ben Roethlisberger, and he won a Super Bowl and got to a second. Ever since then, he hasn't won a playoff game since the Obama administration. I think any other team would have fired their coach by now, but the Pittsburgh Steelers don't fire coaches. You know what I want? Here's what I want. I want Marcus Freeman to become the Pittsburgh Steelers head coach. And in 3 years, I want Camario Taylor to win a natty with Mississippi State, win a Heisman Trophy, and then become the Pittsburgh Steelers starting quarterback, because Camario Taylor is the truth. And then I'll buy a Camario Taylor Steelers jersey, because he's the truth. Because he would be the next Dak Prescott. Or no, he is the next Dak Prescott. Just watch. Camario Taylor is going to lead Mississippi State to a national championship. Just you wait. In the next 3 years. Just you wait. And win a Heisman Trophy. Just you wait. And then he's going to be the next Steelers franchise quarterback. Just you wait. Camario Taylor's the truth. And also, we have and our defensive coordinator is actually a good defensive coordinator. Zach Arnett's back to be the state defensive coordinator. And he did well.
The state coach is going to Ole Miss.
Levy's still the head coach. Pete Golding's the Ole Miss head coach now.
I said there was a Delta State.
Delta State. Nah, I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, because he left Ole Miss and went to LSU.
Yeah.
And they hired a Delta State.
Maybe Pete Golden coached at Delta State. Maybe he did.
Well, he had rings all on his finger.
Either way, I didn't know that.
I'll have to show you.
Okay. But yeah, but State has a new defensive coordinator. The one that was their defensive coordinator under Mike Leach. But their defenses were really good at that era under Mike Leach with the air raid. Guess what Jeff Levy runs? Pretty much the same thing. And we did really well. So, yeah, Zach Arnett was a horrible head coach, but as a defensive coordinator, he was one of the best in the SEC. We got Kamario Taylor.
All right.
Basically, Mississippi State's going to win a natty in 3 years with Kamario Taylor and Zach Arnett's defense.
Then you should bet it.
I don't know which year it's going to be. I just said it's going to be in the next 3 years.
I'll bet it each year. $10 when the odds are bad.
Marcus can't even win consistently in Notre Dame. He'll not be a good NFL coach. What did Florida do to them yesterday? Greens to you and your dad, Ryan. Well, thank you, Gunner's boss. But Marcus Freeman is the anti-Mike Tomlin. Marcus Freeman took Notre Dame and took them to a national title game, which Brian Kelly couldn't do in the playoff era.
Well, they were saying Alabama got beat so bad that they were going to drop.
Yeah, Notre Dame's going to be in the playoff.
Well,
they should be dropped with how bad they got beat.
They like Alabama. They can still not.
But yeah, with how bad Alabama got beat, they should be dropped, and Miami and Notre Dame should be in the playoff.
It didn't help Ole Miss any. No,
but they're more at risk for losing a spot because they lost Lane.
Yeah, I know.
I hope. Speaking of Notre Dame, I hope Notre Dame and Ole Miss play each other in the first round.
That's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if that could happen if they do something with Alabama.
Go Irish. Same reason, go Steelers.
I wouldn't care who. Yeah, I like both the teams. So.
Just like you grew up liking the Steelers, so.
Yeah, I like Notre Dame.
That helps. Now when you have Alabama and Georgia plus Texas shouldn't even be in. No. You don't go to overtime with Mississippi State and you don't lose to losing to Ohio State doesn't matter. Cool, you scheduled them. It's losing to Florida and going to overtime with Mississippi State that gets you out of the playoff.
Who does Orange play for?
Texas.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Like, no, it's because you lost to Florida and you went to overtime with Mississippi State, who could still somehow make a bowl game if like 5 teams decline a bowl invitation because we have one of the highest APRs in the nation.
Why would you decline that invitation? It's
because maybe you lost your coach.
It's money, though.
And more practice time. I'm not holding my breath, but, you know.
It don't make any sense.
But since we're one of the best APR teams in the nation, if there's like 4 teams that decline a bowl invitation, the state will go bowling at 5 and 7.
Even if you lost a coach, why wouldn't you go play? That don't make any sense.
I don't know. Them dogs did Bama dirty. Lane's the biggest hoe in football, college, and pros. I'm talking Texas in the future, not presently. Well, that's next year then. But Lane Kiffin is a hoe.
7 laps.
7 laps to go. Lando's in 3rd place, 4 seconds ahead of Leclerc. Yeah, he should be world champion, but either way. Yeah, Lane Kiffin did Ole Miss wrong, but, you know, Lane's a douche, but it couldn't happen to a better fan base. I love it. Ole Miss had their best season ever, and Lane just bolted to freaking Baton Rouge. Know your place. At least when Dan Mullen bolted for Florida, we at least had our best season like 3 years before. He didn't bolt after the best season we ever had. He did it 3 years later. Or whatever. At least he waited. I mean, Dan Mullen did the same shit, but
he might not have been offered it.
I'm just saying, at least he knew when not to do what he did when he left for Florida.
If he would have been offered tons of money, you don't know. Maybe he wasn't offered it until 3 years later and they were doing worse.
And also, Joe Moorhead was a horrible era, but he had an okay year and then a shitty year, and they still made a bowl of both years. Mike Leach, if he didn't die, if Mike Leach didn't die, Mississippi State would have won a natty in 2023. I believe that 100%. I believe it 100%. The reason we are so bad right now is because Leach died.
May never know.
Yeah, we'll never know. But the way State was going, keeping all their players, if Leach would have stayed and nothing would have changed, as in their tactics and their defensive coordinator and all that, Mississippi State would have won a natty in 2023, 24. I believe it. Leach dying stole us a natty. You can't change my mind.
Well, that proves State's snake bit.
Maybe. Because even with Arnett, that short I made while I was in Mississippi in August of 20, or, oh wait, no. I said 11-1 the year before Leach died. Okay. Or the year of. Either way, I thought we had the squad to do it anyway. My expectations were that high in 23, even before, until games were played. See, that's what happens. When my expectations were high, they're dead by week 4. Even if I have no expectations, they're dead by week 6. Because State went 4-0 to start the season, and then what happened? So even when I had no expectations going in, it still got killed after week 6. Either way, I took my eyes off television, and Hamilton from 14 to 8th. What happened? Hamilton drove pretty well today, I would say. Lewis Hamilton, I mean, Antonelli's got a Mercedes, but, Lewis Hamilton, 5-second penalty for Sonoda, by the way, as well. But Lewis Hamilton, I guess the Ferrari's just been tuned up well today because Leclerc's had a really good race, and Hamilton has gotten up from 15 or 16 to 8. So, I mean, he's a 7-time world champion. He should. But I guess the Ferrari was tuned up today. I guess they put some more gas in the tank or rode it a little bit lower. I don't know. 55th, 54 flat. Lanes is drawing close to Alabama. If they fire DeBoer, he'll dump LSU like he dumped his dog in Mississippi. Damn. That's a lap car. Colapinto, I presume.
I'm saying Norris is taking it from 3.8 down to 2.9.
But yeah, no, I will say this: Lane Kiffin, that's the worst thing he did was leave that dog in Oxford. What's wrong with you, man? Like, why would you get a dog just for PR and then let the kennel keep him or whatever and just jump to Baton Rouge? That just shows you how much of a douchebag he is. Like, if you're going to, like, if you have a dog and you want to use him for photo ops, fine. At least Kirk Herbstreit owns his dogs.
He's got it down to 2.6, man, but it's 3 laps.
He's still the world champion. Leclerc ain't going to catch up to him either. It'd be nice if he got to second place, but doesn't matter at this point. Only thing that could stop Lando from being a world champion now is if somebody crashes into him or a meteor hits his car.
Well, it could happen.
Who knows?
Or that dog runs out in the track. Kiffin's probably there, lets his dog loose to get run over.
If Kiffin's in Abu Dhabi, I'm going to be pissed. I did see Thierry Henry's in Abu Dhabi. He was just in Washington 2 days ago. D.C. And he's in Abu Dhabi.
It'll take but half a day. If that.
They fly, I know. Oh, Micah Richards and Kate Abdo, I think, were there as well.
Michael Richards.
All the CBS Champions League crew. They're very funny, but he doesn't watch them as a crew, so he doesn't. So. Lando is cutting down the deficit. Still the world champion no matter what anyway. But again,
2 laps.
2 laps to go. But then again, Lane went with a... Then again, Lane's dog is a freaking lab. He went the most basic anyway.
Oh, that's entitled labs. Probably spent 5,000 on it or something.
Yeah, because it wasn't kennel.
Yeah.
Like me, because I'd actually own my dogs if I was a coach, and I'd still use them for photo ops and stuff. Like as in they're hiking with me and I take a picture on the frickin' mountain or whatever. But me,
Uh-oh, here we go.
pit bulls.
What?
Because they deserve love anyway. Because in my opinion, pit bulls are the most discriminated against breed anyway. They deserve... It's all about how bad... It's about bad owners, not bad dogs. In my opinion.
All right, here we go.
2 laps to go. What do you think about the corrupt FIFA Infantino making a fake peace prize to Trump? I think what he was doing is he knows if he glazes Trump, Trump won't try to ruin the World Cup and meddle in it. He's trying to shut him up. He's trying to shut Trump up by glazing him. I don't think he wanted to give him that award. It's that if you don't give Donald Trump the award to give him the spotlight, he's going to meddle in everything and ruin it. So that's what he does. So I don't think Infantino truly likes Trump. He just knows where his bread is buttered. I don't blame him, though. Either way, get into the final lap. Lando Norris is world champion as it stands. One lap. Last lap, Lando. Lap car.
Yep.
I think that was a V card.
That's terrible.
This is a really bad day for V carb, actually. I agree. I mean, Hadjar did put on the podium. I'm saying Infantino is smart by playing Trump, yes. It doesn't take a genius to figure it out, though. I mean, Trump is very dumb. Lap 58 of 58. Verstappen's going to cross the line first, but as long as Lando crosses the line third, Lando is the world champion. As of right now, Lando is your world champion. And unless there's a tire blowout, Lando is going to be the world champion. 58 lap. Crossing the line first. Max Verstappen. But he will not be a 5-time world champion. Unless... Hold on. And here comes Max. The number 1 will be coming off his car shortly. Even if Lando doesn't take it. Max Verstappen wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. For the 12th straight year, they win from pole. The question is, does Lando's tires survive?
Trump
and here comes
and blows out the tire.
Piastri. And here comes Lando Norris, your world champion. Lando Norris is the Formula One world champion for 2025. Verstappen, Piastri, Norris. Lando's the world champion.
Awesome.
He did it. He did it. He came back. He got into the lead. He did it. We have a new world champion in Formula One, Lando Norris. Lando, LN4? No, it's LN1 now. Because if you're the champion, you can have number 1 on your car.
You think he'll do
Most people do.
that?
Lewis doesn't, but
I
most
keep
people
my
do.
number.
Well, he'll get it back once he loses the title.
Oh.
So your number is still your number, but if you're the champion, you can have number 1 on your car. But your number is still your number.
Ooh.
So
That's his girlfriend?
yeah. World champion Lando.
They go to the infield and spin out.
Some people do. I heard burnouts cost a lot of money though.
Who cares?
I know, I'm just saying. Is it Lando's first world
Why would
title?
it cost
Yes.
a lot of money?
I guess the tires, I don't know.
changed
That's what
that.
somebody said.
Okay. Well, they make you change tires, so who cares?
It's the last Grand Prix anyway for the year.
Tires are not
Oh, and
gonna
by the
be
way,
used either.
And by the
Anyway,
way, there's new cars next year. New engines, new car style. This is the last time we're going to see this type of car. Flat floors. Well, we'll do the Arab Cup final if Morocco
crying?
makes it. Yeah, I think he's crying. I don't blame him, though.
we're gonna give them clown cars next year with 22 clowns.
But-
in 'em.
Oh, he remembers Cadillacs happening. I love it. I'm actually shocked. That's good. Gasly and Cadillac being a thing next year. Awesome. You're catching up quickly.
Yes. All right. So
Lando's the world champion. He's got a world champion plaque with his third place plaque.
dude, you didn't drive shit. Get back.
But he did sign Lando to
No, I
McLaren.
get it. You got lucky.
And also, oh, he did do a burnout.
That would be fun.
Yep.
Slam it to the wall.
Well,
Dale Earnhardt. You don't get to enjoy it.
Yeah. there it is. The FIA Formula One world champion,
Awesome.
Lando.
Good for him.
And he had to chase down Piastri all year. Then Verstappen chased him down, and McLaren did their best to screw him over. But Lando earns it. And I think he's crying. I don't blame him. World champion
Put
Lando.
that on there. Get out.
I think he had to put his wheel back for weight checks.
Oh.
Yes, I'll do the Arab Cup final if Morocco makes it. I've said that already multiple times this month. And Max hugs him. Oscar and Lando embrace. Walking to his parents.
That's awesome.
Yep. There's the pit wall and the engineers. It makes you wonder. it feels weird finishing third place and you feel like the actual winner of the race. But Max and Lando are actually friends. So I think Max is happy to see Lando be the champion.
Sure is. Does he need help to get out of this? Why don't he
I don't think he's really realizing where he is at
take
this
the
point.
shit off?
I think he's going to do it when he gets back to his podium thing to put his helmet there, but I don't think he knows. I don't think he really knows where he is right now. I understand it. Like, oh, there's Zach. There he is. Oh, Lando's mom hugging Oscar. I didn't expect that.
She seems cool.
And there's the FIA president embracing Lando. Oh, Russell is there. George Russell. Congratulating Lando. Same year, they were rookies, both in 2019 and Formula 2 the year before. Carlos Sainz, his former teammate at McLaren. I wish Daniel Ricciardo was here. That's all I wish. Oh, he kept the helmet on to be weighed. There we go. Yep.
What is?
Because they have to scrutinize the cars to make sure they were all within. They ended the race within limits, legal limits.
What does his weight got to do with it? Why
because they have to take that off the car. They have to make sure.
I got you. I didn't.
They weighed the car with a minute.
Jesus Christ.
When they started, they have to take his weight out of it. McLaren has won a World Drivers' Championship for the first time since 2008.
That's cool.
Yep. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send chats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put some playlists. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. Lando's your world champion. I have a review within the hour. You did it. Love it. With that being said, if you like, we'll be going. You did it. With that being said, I'll see you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you. Congratulations to Lando. He deserves it. I'm so happy for him. World champion. Third place on the day, but doesn't matter. Lando Norris, world champion. But with that being said, I'll see you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you.